Hey everybody, it's Tyler with Tyler Talks Travel Trailers. I'm back from my trip from last week and it's time to get back to the normal programming of doing a tour every single day. I'm really excited to show you what we've got in since I was out on my trip. Today we're going to be doing a 2025 Catalina 18 RDL. This is an amazing floor plan. This is probably one of the most unique trailers I've ever done. It's only 32 feet and has 2 lofts. So plenty of sleeping space without towing such a long trailer. So like always, we're gonna do the specs first. It takes me 1 minute to do those specs and then we'll dive inside. Let's go, guys. So the basic specs on this 2025 Catalina 18 RDL. Your unloaded vehicle weight is 8,324 pounds. Your cargo carrying capacity is 2,986 pounds. Your fully loaded weight is 11,310 pounds. Your exterior length is 32 feet 1 inch. Your exterior width is 8 feet. Your exterior height is 13 feet 6 inches, including the AC. Your tanks. Your fresh water tank is 55 gallons. Your gray water tank is 45 gallons. Your black water tank is 44 gallons. Let's jump inside. Awesome, guys. Let's jump into this tour. I'm a little rusty, man. 1 week and I'm already a little rusty. Took me like 4 tries to do just that simple intro. But we're back, ready to do more tours, refreshed from my trip. But wait till you see the inside of this thing. How awesome is this? Such a fun floor plan. I guess they consider this like a double decker because this will have 2 lofts. But this back area is amazing. So you got this couch right here. That will actually turn into a bed. At the very end, I'll fold it out and lay in it so that way you guys get a kind of an idea of how big it is. And then you got theater seating right here. This is actually really comfortable. It will lean back quite a bit. Like, no problem. I would be able to take a nap on that thing. And then if you sit down, you're probably wondering, what the heck? Why is this shade so much different? Well, that is actually a projector. How awesome is that? Look, so your projector's back here. And you could plug in, you know, your iPad or anything like that, and then watch your Netflix, HBO Max, all that good stuff. But it's nice because it doesn't take up a lot of space. There's only one thing that I wish they would have done on this, is down here it kind of goes far away from the wall. So if I was going to be buying this, I would add a magnet to kind of hold it, kind of like on the windows on Flagstaffs. They have those little magnets that will hold the shade against it. That'd probably be the one thing I would do with this setup right here, is add a little magnet so that it kind of is more flush with the wall, because it kind of sticks out a little bit right there. But super cool idea. Saves you a lot of space and it's just fun. And then you got your ottoman. This couch does not recline, but you got a nice ottoman. You know, you can still put your feet up. And then they give you some storage down here. There we go. Put your board games, remotes, DVDs, things like that. So a nice little storage area. That's nice. And then, you know what? Actually, what we'll do too is when I show you this couch into a bed, we'll see if this is a pain to have in the, because you obviously need to move it so you can fit the couch. So we'll see what that's like. I like to show you guys like stuff that may be concerning to you. But you got a ton of windows around this entire thing. And you're probably thinking, whoa, it's going to get really hot in here because of all this glass. You got 2 air conditioners in this. It is going to be really nice and cool. You don't need to worry. And they also give you plenty of shades to cover them. But I'll open these for you so you can see. I just keep them closed because the exposure kind of messes up my video. But look how awesome it is when all of these windows are open. So I don't know anyone that wouldn't want that view. It even makes the freeway look awesome. So imagine being in the woods, out at the lake. You got a full view in the back. And they did a ton of testing on these. So if you're concerned about them breaking or anything like that, apparently they did a ton of testing. So you should not be concerned. I mean, I don't like to say it's not possible. But from what they told us, you do not need to worry. And I hear they're going to be doing this to a lot of trailers. I've already showed you 3 of these with this kind of like big back window, and I personally love it. I think it'd be fun to have all these windows to look out, see the view. So that's kind of your living area slash entertainment area. Really fun. And then if you notice, there's a ladder right here. This ladder will telescope into a really small, like it'll be like as big as one of these, but I have it set up so I can show you the first loft. It is incredible. Let's see. Put you down. All right, let's climb up this thing. So how cool is that? And what I love about this loft is they also give you windows that wrap around the entire thing. So you won't feel claustrophobic in here. I would say I should have brought a tape measure so you can see how much headroom you got. I definitely have to crawl. I'm sweaty, so I don't know if you can get a gauge of that, but this is a queen. This pad right here, it's an RV queen, so it's 6 inches shorter than your standard queen. But I feel like you could easily fit a normal queen up here. The only thing that would make it kind of hard is obviously these railings. So you would need something that kind of rolls up that you could fit in here. So you wouldn't be able to put like a mattress in here, but I'm sure you could definitely add some pads to this if you want it to just be a little more comfortable. But plenty of space. Like, I don't feel bad at all in this. And like I said, you got 2 ACs. And they're all ducted, so you're gonna be nice and cool up here, because I know a lot of people are thinking hot air rises, but they put some vents up here for you, as well as USB ports so you can charge your phones. Looks like that's your only plug up here, and you can open all of these windows. Oh, you got a plug behind me. I just didn't see it. If I fall, I'm keeping it in the video. Whoa. It's hard to do it with the camera in my hand. So you do have an area for a TV. So I'd imagine there's some backer board right here maybe, or you could just set it right here if you wanted a bigger TV. So that'd be kind of fun if you didn't hang the TV, because you'd be limited on the size you could put here. You could just put it right here and get you a big monster TV for the kids or your guests. But pretty fun. I love that. Let's come down this ladder without killing myself. What I think is handy is that this thing telescopes. So it's pretty easy, and you could store it anywhere. It gets small. Oh, all right, breathing hard. It's pretty warm up there without the ACs on. So this is your kitchen area. It looks amazing. I love it. Tons of counter space, as you can see. And then look at this. You got a washer, dryer, and a dishwasher. Super cool. I have seen the dishwashers like that. So you got that dishwasher and a really good size washer and dryer. So it's the combo. So depending on what you're doing, these ones work a lot better, and they're also bigger. They used to be really small. This is actually like a size where you can do a full load of laundry. So I do like that. It's not super tiny where you're only doing like one pair of clothes a day. Look how deep these are. For your towels or anything like that. Pretty deep. And then they give you a nice shelf up here as well, you know, for your laundry detergent, dryers, sheets, things like that. And then I did notice this hidden one right here underneath these stairs. So just some nice hidden storage right here. Put your, maybe you could maybe fit a broom in there. Like I said, tons of counter space. This is great because this would be like kind of that tiny home style. So if you like park it on some property, you definitely want to have enough prep space when you're cooking. And then the big farm style sink with the cup cleaner. You like stick it on there and then it'll swoosh water around. I pushed it once and the antifreeze shot up and went all over my manager's brand new polo jacket. I felt so bad. So if you're looking around at these, don't push that. It will squirt out antifreeze. You got some drawers down here for your utensils. They always give you the towel hangers and kind of give you the option of where you want to hang them instead of hanging them when they come from the factory. Underneath the sink, you got easy access to your plumbing and a little storage. That's not bad. Yeah, these destination trailers are starting to become really popular. Like I'm talking when I started, I've been selling these for about 7 years, and this is the first one I've ever seen. Like they weren't super popular, I guess, down here in New Mexico, but it is exploding. Like I get a customer probably every 2 weeks that's wanting to buy one of these and just put it on some property. It's just so expensive with housing right now. How about that? That is a really nice 4-top burner. That's nicer than one at my house. You got some lights down here. Full-size oven. You could probably bake a turkey in that thing. That thing is a really good size. Just feels really cozy in here, like a tiny home. You got a microwave, residential size. Everything just looks really good in this. And if you notice, all of your appliances are GE. So this is GE. This is GE as well. And then sometimes they don't put a logo on it. Yep, so even your washer and dryer's GE. And then like your ACs are both GE. So I really love Catalina because they don't just put a bunch of random like appliances together. They actually give you name brand appliances, which is great for this price point. I'll give you the price at the end of this thing. It is an amazing value. Nice stainless steel fridge, also GE. This is residential grade for sure. Look how big this thing is. Amazing. And they give you a bunch of trays that you can adjust on the doors. So if you wanted to park this thing on some property, you definitely have enough storage for food in your fridge. And the cooktop is a good size, so it would be no problem for me to stay in this long term. Look how big that is. Then you got another tray that comes out right here, but it's taped right now, so I won't bring it out. Really deep fridge. 12-volt fridge. We'll come back here to the bathroom. So like I said, there's only one entrance to this trailer, and that's in the back. So this is kind of more towards the front of the trailer, the bathroom, one bathroom, and it is spacious. I always like to show you how much room I got when I'm on the toilet, and I like to show you how much room I got when I'm in the shower. So let's go ahead and sit on this toilet. It sounds goofy, I know, but when you go and look around at trailers, sit on the toilet, so that way you know you're actually comfortable. You don't want to be buying a trailer and then when you go use the bathroom you don't fit on it. That is not fun. So as we sit down, so overall tons of space for my knees. I could stretch all the way out, no problem. It's maybe the shoulder space. I'm sweating a ton, so don't judge me, but I'd say the shoulder space is just the one thing where you got this door right here. But they did do the best they can, and I'm happy that they did this. They gave you a pocket door. So I'm grateful for that, or the person that buys it will be grateful for that. So instead of having the swinging door, that takes up a lot of space. So I like that they gave you the pocket door. You got some cubbies right here. And then another one up here. So that's not bad. That's plenty of room for towels. And then you got an even bigger one right here. Huge. So you could actually hang things on that. This one's big. It's almost my whole arm. And then you got another one down here. So overall, I think the storage in this bathroom is pretty great. And then you got one underneath the sink. Easy access to your plumbing. Decent sized sink. You know, if you have a significant other that brings a lot of stuff to get ready, these aren't the biggest countertops that you got. So that would probably be the only thing I think is pretty limited in this bathroom. If you're someone that has blow dryers, you know, hair straighteners, things like that, you are a little limited, but they do give you some plugs right here. And then you got your water heater right here. This is a tankless water heater. So if you're someone that takes long showers, you could do that in this trailer. Take one as long as you want, as long as you have the water. All right, let's turn around. All right, so the shower is the tri-slide door. So tri-slide doors, I like them because it definitely holds water in. See how there's 3 panels right here? And then there's a rubber gasket on each of them. So sometimes these showers, if it doesn't have that tri-slide door, you will come out of the shower and have a puddle of water. This is so nice. So let's open this bad boy. Even got a little seating area, but I'll show you how much room I got. Let me put my camera up a little. There we go. It even has this really cool fan right here. So I like these new fans that they're doing. Let's see, how does this one work? There we go. So you just open it up a little bit and then turn that fan on. Because you gotta imagine, if it does not have that, like right here in the shower area, you will definitely, it's gonna get hot and steamy in here. And then it's also a light. So how do you like that? All right, so pretty decent headspace. I'm 5'7". Hopefully you guys can kind of see. Not bad at all. This way, you got a bunch of room. You could fit 2 people in this thing. And I always say, don't think that's weird, because some people like to conserve water, you know, and if you're that close, might as well shower together and conserve some water. You can sit down, look at all that space. So I love the shower. I always tell people it's a give and take with travel trailers. If you want one thing, you're going to lose something from another. So I feel like you get a really big shower area, but the toilet area doesn't have as much space on the sides of it. And then your countertops are a little smaller. So I think I would prefer to have more space in the shower, so that way, you know, when I'm washing off, I'm not hitting my elbows against the walls. Overall, I love this bathroom. It's spacious enough, and it's not, like, the only thing I'd say is the toilet area, if you're kind of broad-shouldered. And if you're someone that brings a lot of like blow dryers and stuff along, that could be the only things I see. Shower area is nice, got plenty of storage, nice lighting, and you got a good ventilation in here with that fan. And I love the tri-slide door. So we're gonna come to the second loft. Just look how cool that is. Could you imagine yourself in this? I definitely could. Just park it on a piece of property. That is what people are doing. So for the price point, you can't beat it. Especially with washer and dryer, big size oven, all of that. For this price point, you can't beat it. So, see how I would like, that's why I'd like a magnet to kind of hold this up against that, because it kind of comes off a little bit. You can buy the magnets and just install it, but that would be something I'd want them to add. So let's go up these stairs. This is a lot easier than that ladder. This is no problem. I'm comfortably doing it with my camera in my hand. As you walk up, you got plugs, coax cable for cable TV, and then your light switch. So this is a king size bed, but it is an RV king. It is 6 inches shorter. And like I said, it would be kind of difficult. I don't know how you would get a different mattress up here, because you have to go through this one area. So I would recommend maybe just putting a pad, like a more, like a bigger, thicker pad maybe. That'd be nice, because sometimes these pads are a little thin. But check that out. You got a fireplace. How fun is that? Plenty of room up here. Let's see if I could put you guys up a little bit so you guys could see how much space I got when I'm moving around. So like I said, this is a king, but it's an RV king. I'm gonna try not to roll all over the bed because I'm pretty sweaty. So look at the space. I have a lot more head space on this side for some reason. It gets a little higher up here. So definitely not bad. This doesn't feel as bad as the other side, and it's definitely a lot easier to get up. So not bad at all. Pretty fun. Show you some of this cabinet space up here. So this fireplace is going to be super handy. I love fireplaces because this is an electric heater basically, and if you're out at a KOA or at a campsite, you might as well use their electricity instead of wasting your propane. You're already paying for it. So this will definitely heat up this area, and it'll work great because hot air rises, and you'll be able to heat up this entire area without wasting any propane. You got plugs, you got USB on this side and a USB on this side, and then your standard plugs. Let's see. Whoa, that is deep. That's great. It's longer than, oh, that's longer than my arm. That is some great storage right there. So kind of like a wardrobe. And then you have that one down there maybe for your shoes. And it goes way back there. I should have brought a tape measure so I could have shown you how deep it is. Plenty of room. This trailer does not have a slide on it, and I'm really surprised with how deep these cabinets are. Like even in Flagstaffs, they put a wardrobe with like a slide out wardrobe, and they're not this deep. So you would have to figure out a way to hang a rod across maybe, so that way you can hang your clothes. That's the only thing I could imagine. And you got the same thing right there. And then you got a window on this side. Less windows. You got less windows on this side than the other side. So both of those will open. What do you guys think? Could you live with this? Not bad. All right. And you can turn off lights individually. I think that's important. You'll be surprised, most trailers, they do not give you the option to be able to turn them off individually. So if you want to kind of like set the mood, you don't want all the lights on, you're reading a book or something, you have the option to turn some off if you'd like. You do got a vent up here, and they do give you the big fan. So that's super helpful that they give that to you. Like I said, you got two ACs, and they give you this vent. That'll kind of help the ventilation up here. So if you're in like a cold, you know, like it's in the mountains and you don't really need to use your AC, what you can do is just crack these windows and then turn that vent on, kind of circulate the air through this top area right here. All right. I could actually stand and kind of walk, whereas the other side I had to crawl. So what do you guys think? Pretty fun. And then you could look at that overlook. How cool is that? See, I could come down this way as well because the steps are big enough. It looks steep on camera. Really cool. Oh yeah, and you do get a fan. Check that out. Man, with the way apartments, how much apartments cost nowadays in New Mexico, you'd be paying so much for something like this, probably like $1,600 a month. And that's why people are buying these, because at least this, you'll own it. So there's your switch for your fan. if you are renting a place, that is 100% interest. And this is why people are buying these things, because you will own this someday. So buy some property or something, put it on the land, or, you know, if you have a place that you like to go fishing and you have property up there, or hunting place, just drop this thing there, get a generator if you don't have hookups, bring the water along, and you got a little cabin. Nice modern cabin. So we'll go outside and do the tour on the outside. I'm kind of losing my breath because it's hot. So if it sounds like I'm struggling, it's just because of the heat in here. It's starting to cool down a little bit here in New Mexico. I think it's only 91 degrees in here right now. So look at that sliding door. And if you notice, there was a screen that was up there. So you will get a screen door right here. That way you can, you know, stay away from the mosquitoes and let some fresh air in. And all of these windows are tinted around the entire trailer, so that's definitely going to help with the heat, you know, because those big glass windows will definitely let in some heat. But 2 ACs and they're tinted. And obviously this deck is amazing. How fun would this be? Let's see, there we go. Sorry about that. My autofocus was on, so my exposure was weird. But this deck is awesome. Just kicking back on the lake or out in the mountains. This deck is a lot bigger than that epic one was. This is like double the size. You can literally probably put one of those tables out here with well, I guess you wouldn't need that because you have this covering. You got lights outside as well as JBL speakers, and it is Bluetooth. They give you a plug right here and cable outlet. So you could get a TV out here, watch the UFC fights. You know, man, I'd love to just have this at my house. It could be like my man cave, or for some people, their she cave. This could be the hangout, you know? So one last look right there. Whew. Oh, I did forget to mention where the control panel was real quick. So this is where all of your lights are. Your water pump, kind of have your tank readings right here. And then you do have a solar panel on the roof and a 30 amp solar controller. So that'll constantly keep your batteries recharged. And then you also got a dimmer, but it's in the living area. So I like that they do that if you're watching a movie. And then there's your ACs, both of them right here. So you can operate them separately. I like that you can do that. So if you just need one going, you can do that. This does have an enclosed underbelly, so this will handle some cold weather. You got the solid steps going down. And then it does have the railing. We just haven't connected it yet, so it's right there. And those just hook right into right there, so you can get in and out a little easier. You have a handle to hang on to. Pretty simple stuff out here. There's not a lot for me to go through. You got manual stabilizers right here, 4 of them. And then this is really cool. They're actually giving you a rugged mud tire, and it's a Westlake tire, so good quality tire right off the lot. Kind of raises it a little bit and gives it that rugged look. You do have a propane connection right here. So LP, if you want to bring a grill along, you could just hook your grill up right there. Here's your cable and satellite, more plugs right here. So if you wanted to put a TV right here, you got an outdoor shower. And then, oh, that's cool. They're already adding the holder for the shower head. So that's the first I've seen them do that. Black tank flush, so when you need to clean out your tanks, you just hook your water hose up to this, turn the water on, and then it'll kind of flush out the tanks for you to make sure that it's all cleaned out nicely. This is just an area for underneath your shower, plumbing and stuff like that. That's the only thing on the outside is there isn't any storage. So I'll walk around it so you can see what I'm saying. But right here, you got a manual crank. First thing I would change is to electric front tongue jack. Makes it super easy, and they're not that expensive. And then you got a battery disconnect. So when you want to disconnect your batteries, you will be able to just turn that and you don't need to like take them off fully. It'll just shut the batteries off from the coach. Two 25-pound tanks. But look how different that looks. It looks totally different than any trailer out there. It looks like it's supposed to be the other way, like the tongue is supposed to be over there. But that's what gives you that height in the main loft, is that little like height that gives you. So without that, you would kind of not have the room up here. So I'm glad that they did that, because it would be kind of hard for people that getting in and out with just a ladder all the time. So as we walk around this thing, destination series. We got a bunch of Catalinas in, and I'm excited to show them to you guys. That's just your water heater. Like I said, tankless water heater. I love where the plumbing is at. So you got your gray and your black. And what's nice is they're in the front, so you won't have to worry about dragging them and ripping them off. This is where your plug is. So 50 amp, your potable water. So when you're dry camping, this is where you'll fill up your tank. And then another cable outlet. That's just an exhaust for your heater. Such a unique trailer. It is a fully walk-on roof. You do need to buy the ladder separately. I'm almost wondering if the one inside will actually work. I'm pretty sure it will, but it just hooks on right there. So you can get on your roof, just make sure everything's good up there. All right, guys, real quick, I wanted to show you how this will kind of work with setting up the bed and having this ottoman. So we'll try pushing it forward first and seeing if this will work to put the bed down, or if we're gonna have to move the ottoman completely out of the way. Let's see. If it does fit, that'll actually be really cool, because it'll give you a little extra foot space. It'll actually make the bed area longer. Nice. That's great. I love that. So if you have someone that's taller, nice. I'm glad they thought about that. That is amazing. So check that out. Usually you'd only get from here this way for sleeping. So I'll lay on it real quick. I'm 5'7", and check out how much space I'm gonna have. Sorry, this is an awkward area. This is the only counter spot that I have. So watch this, tons of room. So that is amazing. So if you have someone that's taller, you know, you got a 6'7" person, a giant, look at all this space. So my head is just at the edge or at the top of this couch, and I'm gonna go up and look how much space I got. So that ottoman does not interfere at all when you want to make the bed. I would say the only thing is if someone was sleeping down here and you wanted to get through that door, that could be kind of an emergency hazard. But you got exits around here that you can get out. But I love that they give you that space, so they thought that through. So don't worry about the ottoman being in the way. I guess if you had to move it, you could put it right here and push this up against the wall. So ottoman, great, doesn't take up space. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the tour on this 2025 Catalina 18 RDL. So your MSRP on something like this is going to be right around $54,638. If you come to me, call Albuquerque RV, ask for me, I'll take good care of you. Your sale price will be $39,995. That's a really good deal. So just think about the value on that. If you're someone that wants to, you have a piece of property or something and you've always wanted a place or something to put there to go and hang out, this is perfect. It already has all your appliances, everything like that. All you would need is maybe a generator if you don't have hookups, but an amazing value. I don't know if it's because I was in Oregon at sea level, but I definitely am out of breath climbing through these trailers in the heat. So if you stuck through it, thank you. We'll get back to normal. If you're new to the channel, I do a new tour every single day, so stick around. And like always, we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, guys.